On the top of the mountain covered in clouds, there was a young couple living in a small house made of wood and earth, precariously perched on the mountainside. They were Cho and My, Hmong people. Married when they were in their early 20s, their initial love was as beautiful as the morning dew. Cho, the husband, used to be a strong, dreamy young man. But after the wedding, Cho changed. He loved to hang out, drink, follow his friends to the market to gamble, race modified motorbikes with rich local men. Meanwhile, My, the wife, was different. She was hardworking, every morning carrying goods to the market, every evening returning home with a heavy back, and a thirsty baby waiting for her mother to come home. The money in the house kept running out. All the money My earned from carrying wild vegetables, honey, dried mushrooms, was taken by Cho to buy alcohol, pay off gambling debts, even pawning his wife's old phone to buy car accessories. My did not complain. She just endured silently. There were nights when the rain was pouring down the mountain, My huddled up next to the fire, hugging her child. Cho was drunk at a friend's house and did not come home. The child cried, the mother was silent. Every sound of the wind howling through the broken walls of the house was a cut in My's heart. One day, Cho took the old plow, the only thing left in the house, to pawn to get money to gamble. He said, "If I win this game, I will change my life." He lost everything. That night, My took her child to the provincial market, walking nearly 10 kilometers. She found a job at a restaurant, leaving her child with the owner. My washed dishes, mopped the floor, did everything. Just hoping to have money to buy rice, redeem the plow and let her child go to school. Cho stayed home, cold. With no money left, his friends left. When he got drunk and fell in the middle of the street, no one helped him. Once returning to the village, he saw My carrying her child, carrying things in her arms, her back hunched, her hair matted with sweat. She silently walked past him. Not a word, not a glance. At that moment, Cho felt the pain. A few months later, he heard that My had fallen ill. Because of overwork, she was hospitalized in the province. The person who called for support was none other than the restaurant owner. Cho hurriedly took a bus down. For the first time in his life, he sat silently for hours by his wife's hospital bed. My was emaciated, her once soft hands now calloused like an old person's. His son sat on a plastic chair, hugging his school bag, dozing off. Cho burst into tears. For the first time, he understood. All these years, he had only known how to live for himself. And My, that little girl, had carried the whole sky on her shoulders. The end, late but still hopeful, My recovered, but was weaker than before. Cho took his wife and children back to the village. He applied for a job as a construction worker in the lowlands, sending money up every month. No more alcohol, no more modified cars, no more friends to party with. He quietly replanted the fields, repaired the leaky roof. No one told him, but he understood. He owed My his whole life. That spring, on the newly sown rice fields, Cho took his child's hand to go to school, while My smiled gently sitting by the wood stove, embroidering a scarf. The wind blew through the forest, carrying a whisper. There are things, only when we lose them, do we know how precious they are.